Hello guys and welcome here to the Homestead Miami Speedway, the second to last race on the Jello Cup Series schedule. Today is Ford Ecoboost 400, and today we also determine the other three championship drivers for the finale at San Joltas. We already know of one driver who will be in, and that is your outside pole sitter, Hillary Sanchez. She will be in the championship 4. She is locked in, and really, she could absolutely bomb this race if she wanted to. She would still be in. Guys like Ben Crouch. Ben Crouch is going to need a win to get in. There's just nothing else he can do to get in. He has to win this race. You know, there are guys back there. You know, Sam Curtis could use another good run, solidify him. The 99, or no, not the 99. Sure. The 7, Ethan Lynn, he should be in good shape based on points to get in. You know, Tim Horton may need a win to get in. You know, so many scenarios are going to play out today. Who will make the championship 4? We are going to determine that in just a couple seconds. Let's take you to the starting lineup, though, here from Homestead. Here we go. They are on the back stretch. Sorry, I thought they entered turns 3 and 4, but we'll start here. Alright. Pace car's going to peel off. There are a lot of scenarios that could play out here. It's going to be a crazy race. The last chance, really, to make the championship 4 at San Joltas. The season has gone quick. Only 2 races stand between them and the championship. Who will make the championship 4? Joseph Curtis, Hillary Sanchez, Ben Crouch, they will lead them to the green. We are underway. Ben Crouch wanted that lead. He's got it. Keep in mind for him, it's a must-win. Like we said, that 78 team needs to win to advance. Okay, there's really no other hope. Back there, Tim Horton's battling for the 5th spot. He knows this is potentially a must-win. Kevin McHugh needs a good finish back there. And these guys know a lot at stake. I think 78 just narrowly led that lap. Keep in mind the outside kind of works in turns 1 and 2. So Richard Kinghart, he's just got to stay to the inside and hope for the best. He wants the lead though. And do you blame him, honestly? It's been a long time since Richard Kinghart's been to victory lane. So for him, a win would mean a lot to this team. But Ben Crouch hangs on. He is not going to give that lead up. He knows this is a chance to move on. And sure enough, he will clear to the outside, and Ben Crouch will keep the race lead. He knows this is his last chance to make the championship 4. He knows how much this means to his team. But Richard Kinghart knows what it would mean for his team to get to victory lane. After a dismal season, they want a chance at victory lane. But like we said, Ben Crouch is not going to give up that lead without a fight. He knows there's a lot of laps left, but he knows he needs the points. And Ben Crouch has led every lap so far, and he is not giving up the race lead. Normally in any other race situation, you would see the 78 or someone else just say, okay, it's not worth the fight, just give him the lead. Here, no. Ben Crouch knows what's at stake, and he can't afford to lose that race lead. And now there's going to be a 3-wide battle for second. Not quite. But Angel Navarro's on the outside. He wants the second position. You can tell Ben Crouch is not really good through turns 1 and 2. That's unfortunate. 3 wide for the lead. They're getting a little loose out of the corner. I think Jackson Lynn's going to lead the lap. No, they're going to give it to the 78. These guys are nuts, but no one is backing down. Especially Ben Crouch, and sure enough, he's going to have to. He doesn't have a choice. Richard Kinghart to the lead. And now Jackson Lynn to the lead. Your runner-up last season missed the chase this season. But his teammate is in the running to make the championship 4. And look who's back there in 4th. That is Tim Horton. He needs a good run too. Let's ride on board with them. You can tell he wants that position out the rear. And now he has his eyes set on that 95. But that 15, Jackson Lynn, he's starting to pull away. Both H. Scott cars really have had a decent year so far. Jackson Lynn's had a decent season. Gene Sanford has had a surprising season. And look back there, 78's got a run. And he's starting to come back now. Maybe they just have a long run car in the 78 camp, and they know they need this win. And they're going to pit. Playing the strategy early. So if it's about 12 to 15 laps on a fuel run, these guys will have to make 2 stops today. And now here these guys come to the pit lane. The 14 will now take over the race lead. Jessica McNeilson. And back there, Nate Rattray. He needs to do well today to advance. He doesn't necessarily need a win, but he needs a good result to transfer in. So you can imagine the pressure is on for them. The second Go Fast car. And they will come in this time. So will a few others. Brad Fusion, though, he's going to stay out. So will Richard Johnson. And Richard Johnson to the race lead. A lot of deferring strategies here. Now the 66 back to the lead. Keep in mind this track's a little different. Pit road commitments in turn 3. And they gotta get down to pit speed, which they do. 66 is in. Now's gonna be the question, who's gonna be the race leader? '66 is out and away. I think the 15's going to get the race lead. Yes, they will. Jackson Lynn back to the lead. Ben Crouch, a good pit stop. He will now get second. We'll have to see if they like the adjustments they made on that race car. Jackson Lynn's been the guy to beat. It's been 44 races since Jackson Lynn has been to victory lane. Keep in mind, the last time he was to victory lane, it was at Auto Club. And he was in the second Furniture Row car. And right behind him, look who that is. That is the first Furniture Row car, Ben Crouch. So 44 races since the 15 has been to victory lane. You can imagine the pressure this team had, or since the driver of the 15 has been to victory lane. It's been a while since the 15 car has been to victory lane, and that was with Corey Williams last season. So you can imagine the pressure on these guys to win, despite Gene Sanford's success this season. But we got a battle for the lead. And we know the 78 situation. They have to win to advance. And if you're in the 42, keep in mind, I'm also going to highlight the 42, Tim Horton. If that 78 gets to victory lane, your effort may be all for nothing today. Because Tim Horton's another one at the bottom of the standings battling. The 18 back there, Sam Curtis, his effort could be all for nothing if the 78 somehow reaches victory lane today. We'll see to the inside. He's going to try again. Will the 15 just let him go? Sure enough, yes. Ben Crouch back to the race lead. Backs against the wall for the 78 team. They know this is a must-win. And that battle for the lead just brought third and fourth, Angel Navarro, Nate Rattray out. And they will now battle with them. And Ben Crouch obviously wants to get a lead. But keep in mind, right behind him, take a look at that. That is a battle for second, and it's a tight one between the 15 and the 20. These guys battle now. Angel Navarro wants the lead. Caution is out. I think the 19 and the 55 might have had something to do with this. Oh, the 1. Griffin Lynn. Oh, wrong car, sorry. Here we go, they're going to come to the pit lane. Here we go, they got to back it down because they cannot pass the pace car entering the pit lane. The 20, the 5, a handful of guys staying out. Potentially the money stop. Oh, the 5 is on the apron. Possibly an issue for Ryan Monaco. But here we go, on the pit lane. What strategy will be played? Looks like a 2-tire stop for the 15. 78, a slow stop. They're going to come out a little bit further back. That's a tough break, but let's go see what happened. Griffin Lynn blew an engine. And then Luis Hernandez just nowhere to go. Hooks the 1, and the 1 just goes right around. And this brings out the caution. Tough break for Griffin Lynn. Let's take you back to the green. Getting ready for the restart. There's only one car out of the race, and that is Griffin Lynn. Angel Navarro will restart in the lead. Sam Curtis in second. Jackson Lynn third. Nate Rattray fourth. Tim Horton in fifth. As the green flag waves were back underway. Now the big question. Angel Navarro knows his teammate has not been to victory lane. He knows his teammate needs a win to move on to the championship 4, and they're going to pit. So that'll hand the lead to the 15, Jackson Lynn. I was about to say, Angel Navarro has not been to victory lane in around 64 races. It's been since Bristol last season. I believe Bristol was race number 6. So it's been about 64 races. It's been over 60 races. Your teammate is in a position where he could win and advance. I was about to say, do you move over and let your teammate go had they continued to battle? And personally, if it was me, I don't know. I mean, 60 races since your last win, I would probably want to hang on to that lead. But that would have been a tough one right there. Because you want to see your teammate make the championship 4, but at the same time, you haven't been to victory lane in so long. It's kind of a tough call. I mean, if I'm Joe Gibbs, I'm yelling at my driver if you win. Because if you beat your teammate, and that ends up being the reason that they don't make the chase. You know, that hurts your team in general. So it's a good win, but it's not one you want. Obviously, I will say if it was a battle between Thomas E. Lucer and Ben Crouch, I mean, yeah, Thomas E. Lucer would want to win, but he knows his teammate has to win to advance. So for Ben Crouch, that would be a tough situation. I mean, for Thomas E. Lucer, that's an even more difficult situation because you win, but at the same time, your teammate loses his ability to run for a championship. At that point, I mean, if that was the situation with 18, I'd probably move over and let him go. If I was in the 77, I'd probably move over and let my teammate go and start playing defense for him. I don't know, that's just if I was in that situation. But Alexander Rowe, we just saw, went to the lead with 10 to go. Now the question is, there is Ben Crouch back there. So is Tim Horton. Keep in mind, the two of them have a very tough situation. Nate Rattray has got some bonus points now, or he's got a bonus point. So he could very well transfer in. There goes the 42 back there. Keep an eye on him. If he can somehow get to the lead, he'll be competing in the championship 4. And that would be nice for them because this 42 has been really good all year. Ben Crouch is also back there. They're making moves. Nate Rattrey's in second. It's going to be a tight battle between these guys. And Alexander Rowe is the guy who could stall a lot of people out. Keep in mind, none of the Penske cars made the chase this season. So the 22 really doesn't have to help anyone out. But there they go, battling for the lead. Down the back stretch, the 99. Oh, 42's got a pit. Ben Crouch is also closing the gap a little. Kevin McHugh is back there. He's another guy possibly needing a win. And they pit. The 78's going to stay out. Do these guys have enough fuel? They come to 5 laps to go. And I'll tell you right now, if the 78 has to pit along with the rest of these guys, I'm going fuel only on my stop. Yeah, 78's going to come in, and if I were him, I would just go splash and go. Just enough fuel to get me to the end. We're going to follow his pit stop very, very closely because of his point situation. As Jessica McNeilson takes the race lead, she did not pit yet. Yep, on the 78, it's a fuel-only stop to get the lead. Potentially. And that's what they're going to do. Splash and go. They know what's at stake. And they come out ahead. $14.88 in. I don't think the 78 won the race off. But he's got more speed than these guys, as this is likely the battle for the lead. Looks like everyone had the same idea. Here he comes, 3 to go. We're coming to 2 to go this time. Does the 78 have enough to catch these guys? Nate Rattrey's in this battle too. Keep in mind, he could lock into the championship 4 with a win. 2 to go. And there goes Nate Rattrey. He wants the lead. Alexander Rowe, he has not been to victory lane yet this season either. That could be something, if he could get there. We documented Team Penske's struggle this season. Dylan Young has not done very well. Neither is the 22. We're coming to the white flag this time. 1 lap to go. We know the 22's not going to just move over and let these guys go. Here we go. The 22 has a run on the high side. He's going to clear. I don't think 78's going to have a chance at this one, but he's battling the outside of Nate Rattrey. He knows this is for chase, and unfortunately the 78 may miss out. Alexander Rowe is going to get his first win of the season at Homestead. Ben Crouch, despite being dominant, he's going to have to settle for 3rd. And now the waiting game begins. I don't think the 78's going to be in. They fought hard today, but we will have to wait and see if it's enough. I don't think so, though. Tim Horton, he might not have enough, I don't think. We will see. Kevin McHugh, I believe, falls short too. Alexander Rose steals one from the guys who needed to get in. Let's show you the results. We'll be back with the post-race show next on NCN. Hello guys, and welcome here to the post-race show. Sorry, I don't know if I mentioned that we had a post-race show at the end of the race, but take a look at this. Three small teams going to be competing for the championship. Well, obviously, Roush Fenway's not that small, but with Go Fast Racing, Big Tommy Baldwin Racing, H. Scott Motorsports, Richard Childress Racing. Three of these guys were go-or-go homers at one point. And three of them missed at least one race, so that's big. These guys. Tim Horton, his miraculous run this season comes to an end. So does Kevin McHugh. Ben Crouch, his effort falls just short. Sam Curtis, his pit strategy was a big-time fail. I don't know what he was thinking there, but I guess whatever you gotta do, right? Anyway, I should add as well, Hillary Sanchez, because of that, keep in mind that asterisk is a double points victory. Because she won in Indianapolis, she has the tiebreaker. If we happen to tie on points, Hillary Sanchez has it over all the drivers as you take a look on them. Thank you for watching. We'll see you at San Joltis for the final race of the Jello Cup Series ever. So I hope to see you there. Goodbye, everyone.